Hachette Audio presents Not for the Faint of Heart, Lessons in Courage, Power, and Persistence. Written and read by Ambassador Wendy Sherman. To the women who came before, to those who lead ahead, to my family with all my love, all that I am and will be, I owe to you. Introduction. It was day 25 for me at the Palais Coburg, July 12, 2015. Since the middle of June, inside the white neoclassical wedding cake of a hotel on Theodor Herzl-Platz in Vienna, two exhausted sets of negotiators, one my team of Americans, the other from the Islamic Republic of Iran, had been hashing over the last contested passages of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the JCPOA, more commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal. Its 110 pages, including 5 complex technical annexes, laid out a path to peaceful resolution of Iran's ambition to have a nuclear weapon. My team had arrived in Vienna in June to get our feet on the ground before the talks engaged ministers, thinking we'd be home by the 4th of July. We were now nearly 2 weeks past our deadline. The Coburg isn't a bad place for a diplomat to spend a few weeks, it must be said. It lies in the heart of Vienna, where in 1815 the Congress of Vienna, the first real instance of multilateral diplomacy, codified the formal ranks of ambassadors, envoys, and ministers that we still use today. Built in the 1840s as a residence for an Austrian prince, the Coburg has a seemingly endless supply of high-ceilinged meeting rooms adorned with massive portraits of royalty and isolated nooks where, during a break in talks, two adversaries hell-bent on convincing the other can duck in for an impromptu sidebar. The Coburg staff is impeccably discreet, though in a town known as much for its spies as for its diplomats, one never wants to put that discretion to the test. We had plenty of company. The Coburg is popular with Russian oligarchs and their white fur-clad companions, as well as with diplomats from around the world coming and going from UN Office Vienna, the sprawling United Nations campus a few miles away across the Danube. The curving concrete towers of the complex, though taller, are reminiscent of the Watergate, the famous apartments near my office at the State Department back home in Washington. The Coburg staff, its colorful guests, and its proximity to the UN campus weren't the only reasons it was chosen as the meeting place for the final weeks of the Iran nuclear talks. Their surrounding roofs overlooking Theodor Herzl-Platz provide plenty of vantages for government sharpshooters, making the Coburg a very secure location.